So I'm going to do the baking soda gender test. It consists of putting a tablespoon of baking soda into a clear glass so that I can see the gender of my child because I'm pregnant. And if I put my pee in and it fizzles like a whole lot, it's a boy. But if it fizzles for a second and then clears and then it's all calm in the bottom, that means it's a girl, which is what we're hoping for. So let's see if it works. And just so that I'm clear about where this test comes from, it's not like a superstition or anything. It's the test. Science behind the test is the idea suggests that the gender of the baby changes some of the hormones in the mother's body, which may then change some of the acid content in her urine. If you've ever seen vinegar and baking soda together, then you know why acidity is an important concept where this test is concerned. So just to clear that up so nobody says I'm doing anything superstitious or weird or pagan or anything like that. So I'm going to put a little bit more baking soda because I took some out earlier and I wasn't. Okay, so this is the baking soda and this is my pee, which nobody's going to see the color of. And I am going to now put it in there, okay? So here we go. Pouring my pee into the, well, I'm going to wait for Gio to come back. Say hi, babe.
Hello.
The light sucks. So it fizzed a little bit, but you can see that the bottom is calm. The bottom is calm, so it's kind of just like chillaxing, which would mean that I am having a girl for whatever acidity is in my urine. So there you go. I'm possibly having a girl. I'm not going to get my hopes up.
Should we put more in it though?
No.
You can't see the body much. The body at the bottom.
No, we shouldn't have to. I mean, I could, but just to
You see, look, see? You can see the body more.
Yeah, but that's not the look. Okay.
Looks like beer.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like if it's a girl. This is what it's supposed to look like if it's a girl because of the content of acidity in my urine. Hi. So I went to get a 3D ultrasound a few weeks ago, and the purpose of it wasn't really for any like pictures or anything, because honestly at this point I'm only a few weeks, so it wouldn't really been clear like if anything was wrong with the baby or even the face of the baby wouldn't have been clear. But I just wanted to know what I was having. See, I heard that if you go get the 3D ultrasound, you can find out what the gender of your baby is. So I went and did that at 17 weeks, and I found out two very interesting things. One of them is, well, for a few weeks now, I have been in excruciating pain. I mean, pain that I have not been able to get out of bed. Mind you, I'm not very good at withholding, like standing pain. I'm not very good with pain at all. Like normally when I would get my period, I would cry my eyes out because it was just so bad. But I figured, you know, it was just a cramp because it's my third pregnancy, and it's like, you know, it's what is that called? It's just, you know, my uterus is growing. It's probably bruised from my last pregnancy, you know, whatever doctors have always said to people. Well, come to find out, at the 3D ultrasound, the doctor lady technician said that I am having Braxton Hicks contractions. And for those of you who don't know what that is just like a practice contraction that the uterus does. but it's not necessarily supposed to happen this early because I'm only 17 weeks. My uterus shouldn't be practicing anything, especially when I've already had babies. So what happens is that the uterus contracts and it just hurts really badly, like a real contraction. So now I know that my cramps, that I was calling them because that's what I thought they were, are actually Braxton Hicks, which is totally fine. That just means that once I hit like 6 or 7 months, if they continue, I'll probably be put on bed rest because obviously I can't be having contractions when the baby's not ready to come. And Braxton Hicks, even though they're not real contractions, they can cause early labor, so I have to be careful, which is fine, whatever. I'm not worried about it. I'm totally like prepared to handle what I have to handle. So that was the first thing I found out. The second thing I found out is that I am having another boy. Yay! That is 4 boys for our family, which is fine. I wanted a girl. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was a little disappointed. I'm like, oh man, I wanted a girl because I wanted something to decorate. I wanted somebody to have mommy and daughter moments with. But I'm happy because my baby's totally healthy and it's another boy and it's gonna be fine. So yeah, that's my 4th boy. That's pretty intense, I'd have to say. But my husband's family aren't very known for having girls anyway. Like, all the men, apart from his father, like all the men in his mother's side of the family have nothing but boys. There's only one that had a girl, and he doesn't have any other kids. So, but every other, like all his uncles pretty much have boys. And it's funny because one of his uncles in particular is married to, so it's like this. His uncle is his mom's brother. His mom's brother is married to his father's sister. It's not incest. It's just, you know, brothers and sisters meet, whatever. And they actually have 4 boys. So I think that's really funny that we have 4 boys, they have 4 boys. It's like, that's interesting how even the generation change, it's the same thing. There's only one girl in the family, that poor darling girl. She's the only girl in our family, apart from my husband's sister, who also had a girl, but that goes beyond the genes, obviously. But, you know, it's funny to me that, you know, there's only one girl that's a cousin in their family. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm having another girl. So the baking soda test with my pee was wrong. I'm having a boy. I'm not having a girl. So the test was wrong. So I guess those are one of those tests that you could try to do, but really doesn't work. Or maybe it didn't work for me because it was extremely early. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. It was fun to do. My husband was like, I'm not getting my hopes up. Neither was I. I was not convinced that I was going to have a girl. But it was fun to do, so I wouldn't say not to do it just because it didn't work for me. Because I've heard it works for other people. That's why I tried it in the first place, is because it worked for a friend of mine. She did the test for her second child and for her third, and both of them came out correct. And she was the one that actually recommended the 3D ultrasound because she got it, and both of them, with her second and third, they were right. They were early, like 13 weeks. She went in, they told her, yeah, you're having this, you're having that, whatever. So that's why I went and got the 3D ultrasound. So that worked out really well. I do have another ultrasound in two weeks. It's actually really funny. My doctor, she had already scheduled the anatomy appointment for the ultrasound. So in 2 weeks, it'll be confirmed that I'm having a boy, which I'm not surprised. So yeah, there is that. So baking soda test was wrong, but it was still a lot of fun. I would recommend to do it. But I am having a boy, not a girl. So that works for me. I have a healthy baby. I don't care whether it's a boy or girl. as long as it's a healthy baby and a new addition to my family. I'm very excited. I've always wanted a big family, so that works really well for me. And other than that, I have nothing else to say. So, that is all for today.